Hey everyone, today's video is a little different. We're just going to have some fun. I'm going to do a tier list that I haven't seen anyone do before. macOS wallpapers. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this. I would love to do more of these maybe as kind of like bonus episodes, but yeah, let's just go through. I've actually used every single version of macOS here, so I remember each of these wallpapers, and yeah, I have different feelings about them in general, so let's just jump in. So the very first wallpaper macOS ever had, this was in the beta as well as 10.1. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think it's okay. It got us going in the right direction, but it's not that memorable. I wouldn't use it today. So fine, and you can obviously see was a trend. This blue was a trend. But let's move on to 10.2 Jaguar. I believe this was Jaguar. I'm gonna put in B tier. It's okay. It's a little better. I think it's a little better. I like the swoops. I think they're pretty decent, but still not my favorite. Still a little bland. Then we get to 10.3. Maybe this was Jaguar. Oh boy. Lots of fact checking on screen right now. 10.3. This one, I'm going to put in B tier as well. I think it's kind of in line with this. Whichever one you like is your own personal preference. But then we get to macOS 10.4 Tiger, which I'm going to put in A tier. I think this was, of the the four blue ones they did in a row, this is the one I like the most. This is the one I think they went out on a winner. So like that one quite a bit. Next up, we have Leopard 10.5. Leopard, so now they're into the space thing. You can see they kind of got into a space kick up until they started switching to the California things. The first Leopard one. So I'm going to call this one... Oh, this one's tough. I'm going to do this as A tier. I like this one quite a bit, and I'll tell you why I like it. I'm going to actually put the Snow Leopard one down. I'm going to put it down here. It's not quite as good. I like the regular Leopard one. I think it was a little crisper. It was a little just nicer. I like that you see kind of the black, and then you have the contrast of whatever this is up here in purple. I like this one just a little better, but yeah, pretty happy with this one. And then we get to, let's see, this one is Lion, I think. 10.7 Lion. This one's okay. I'm going to put this in, I feel like I'm going to have a lot in B tier. I'm going to put this one in, yeah, this one's a B tier, and then the follow-up, Mountain Lion, I'm going to put in C tier. Not quite as good. So again, I think with the blues, they actually got better every year. With the space ones, I think they did a great one, and then they did the kind of modified, because they did Leopard, Snow Leopard, Lion, Mountain Lion. I think the wallpapers got a little worse. They just weren't quite as nice. I like the first one that did for each space variant. But then we move on to their California. It is actually kind of crazy. Like all these were named after big cats, and then they switched to California. And looking at how many they've done for California now, they've done more for California places than they have for big cats, which as an old person weirds me out, but is what it is. So Mavericks was the first macOS release with a California name. It has this wave one. I'm gonna say this one is kind of middle tier. Not bad by any means, but kind of just like almost abstract with how it is. You don't really feel like it's outside or anything like that. So I'm gonna put it kind of mid-tier. Nice, totally nice, like it, right? I like this one. I like these wallpapers at this tier, but not my favorite, not one of the best. I actually don't have an S tier yet, so that's interesting. But let's move on to the next one, which is El Capitan, I want to say. Again, the fact checking on screen right now is going to be just brutal for me because I'm not looking at the names of these as I go. This one, I'm kind of looking at what's left, how I feel about this one. I'm going to put this in A tier. I think this one is really good. I think this one looks really crisp. The picture is really pleasant. The kind of gradient in the sky looks good. And yeah, I just think this is a very satisfying one to have on your desktop. Which brings us to the next one, and I don't even know the names of a couple of these, so I'm not even going to try. But again, hopefully I should have this on screen now. I think this one's also an A tier. This one kind of very similar look, very similar kind of like feature that they're showing. But again, I find it just delightful. I really liked having this one as my wallpaper this year that macOS came out. Now we have this guy, which this might surprise people. I'm putting this as an S tier. This is one of my favorite macOS wallpapers. I think it looks so good, and as a bonus, and like one of the important things about being a wallpaper is I think it works really well as a wallpaper. It's structured really nicely, kind of like this one is actually, where your icons on the desktop tend to go. They're going to be top right. They're kind of in this nice space, and then you have this kind of background over here. Obviously, if you have icons everywhere, you're doomed. You can't, the wallpaper can't work around those, but if you just have a couple icons on your desktop like I tend to, this one works great there. I think it looks good. The colors are good. It's super crisp, looks nice. Great stuff there. So really a big fan of this wallpaper for the macOS version that I cannot remember the name for off the top of my head. Now this one next here is kind of like fall themed, which works for where we are like right now as I'm recording this in October 2023. This one I like, but I don't love. I'm going to put it down here, actually. Probably a little, just because these are kind of like average ones. I think this one's a little below average for me. This one didn't quite work for me. I felt the photo was a little soft. And again, kind of for my weird thing of like liking it to be kind of like flat around where the icons are in the top right, this is kind of the opposite. So it's the free space is over here on the left, which is not my preferred thing. But that's okay. Let's move on to this one is gonna be, I like this one a lot. This one has a dark version as well. Let me drop this back here. I like this one quite a bit, and this was, I think, the first dynamic wallpaper they did, where it would transition from light to dark. This might be a little too generous, but I'm going to give it S tier. I really like this one a lot. I liked the dynamic wallpaper of it. I like the dark version of it. I like the light version. I think it's very serene, very nice to have as a wallpaper. So I like that one a ton. This one I think is Catalina. So I'm going to put this in A tier. This one also has a special place in my heart. This came out, it must have been in 2020, because Microsoft Flight Simulator came out at the same time, or around the same time, and I recreated this wallpaper in Flight Simulator. I made a YouTube video about it. The Verge actually linked to me. It was actually one of my more successful early videos on this channel. Wouldn't make it today. It doesn't really fit, but really, I like this wallpaper quite a bit, and then I have an emotional connection to it because I had one of my first successful videos on this channel doing a thing with Flight Simulator, which is a game that I love. So that exits the photography era of these wallpapers and moves us into the the last 4 years, where they have gone into this abstract space. And I'm actually really happy with what they've done in the abstract space. So I'm going to go pretty quickly through these. So this one, S tier, instant S tier, an absolute all-timer. Love this one. I think Marques Brownlee, MKBHD, still uses this on like all of his review phones and computers. Like you see this wallpaper all over the place. It's still so good. I think it's still in macOS, so go find it, turn it on right now, and you're going to be like, oh my god, this looks incredible. This might be the best wallpaper macOS has ever had, in my opinion. Then we get to Monterey, I think. And this one I'm going to put in... this one's really good too. I'm going to put this here. So this one's really good. Not absolutely my favorite, but I like this one. It's a dynamic wallpaper as well, of course, and it just looks really good. Just is a really nice... I'm a sucker for purple. I like this one quite a bit, but I don't think it's quite as good as this guy. Then we have Ventura, which I am going to also put in S tier. This one is so pleasant. Again, still dynamic, so still changes into a dark mode variant over the course of the day if you have that enabled. Love how this looks. I'm just instantly at ease, at peace when I see this as my wallpaper. I love this one. Which brings us to our current Sonoma wallpaper, which I hate to say is our first D tier. It's the first actively bad, I think, macOS wallpaper. I think it looks hideous. I think the colors are weird. The green is just a gross green. I really don't get this one. I don't love it. So yeah, really disappointed with our current wallpaper for macOS, but they keep most of these old ones around. I actually got the thumbnails for these all from Stephen Hackett's website, 512 Pixels, where he has 6K versions of all of these available. So if you want higher res versions of these, I'll leave a link to that in the description. But I'm sure this list is going to make some people angry. They're going to disagree with me, and that's okay. I'm doing this off the cuff. I might put these differently if I did it again, but hopefully it was a little entertaining and a little fun. Not a thing about a product this time on the channel. So just mixing it up a little bit to see what you guys like. So if you liked it, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, just you don't have to say anything mean. It's fine. And we won't do this again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.